Yeah. See, Vlogmas 15. Day 15. I'm exhausted. Oh, man, yesterday I cut out a bunch of stuff, patterns. And the weather is changing. A bad windstorm is coming. And I could not. I'd sleep like a half an hour and something would hurt my back, my hip, something. I'm exhausted. I had to stop and get some water and a breakfast drink at 7-11. And then I think my glasses are dirty. And now I need to go get some drugs. And then I don't know what I'm doing the rest of the day. It's like I'm not in a bad mood. I'm just exhausted. I think it was, you know, cutting out on the floor, getting up, getting down, getting up, getting down. I don't know. Well, I'm going to some Walgreens. Bye. I'm home. I bought the burnt out bulb for, apparently it's the brake light and turn signal. It's just one bulb. And I opened the trunk to see how hard. You've got to take this big knob off somehow, and it's really hard. So I am just pooped. I don't know. Last night I just could not sleep. Every time I would get comfortable, fall asleep, then something else would hurt, like my back. I mean, it was just weird. I think it was from getting up and down on the floor. I don't like the flannel that I cut out for Jules. So I'm going to make them. I'll just give them to the real excellent cool chick next door. And maybe knit her husband a scarf real fast. I have... The prototype is working so far. I need to finish the prototype for the head things. You put a button here, but you wrap your hair back. And then elastic here. And then when you twist it up, you button it. Except that it goes like that. I'll show you when they get done. I just can't figure out how to finish the part of it. Oh, and I found, hallelujah, I found the rosy, Vaseline, what's it called? It is Vaseline Lip Therapy Rosy Lips. It smells like roses. I have only been able to get it in little teeny pods. And this is far more hygienic for pandemic. And I got a weird present, but I've lost half of it. It was weird because I don't know who it's from. It was literally just setting out on my deck when I left. But I got a really pretty card from Andrea at Andrea's Life. Link down below. Oh, cool. And it's a UNICEF card. Excellent, Andrea and Bob. Really cool. Hopefully I'll get mine out soon. If not, remember the 12 days of Christmas. That's always been Amanda's, and I think. Remember 12 days of Christmas? So I can go no more. I'm going to edit this and just put it up. I just didn't sleep, and I'm really, really tired. I did buy some stocking stuff for my son. I bought him some razors, a little thing of shaving cream, some chapstick. It was $1. You know, in the dollar part of Walgreens. Big can of popcorn. You know, the Christmas cans with the caramel cheese, plain, or buttered. Some Reese's Pieces. My daughter, I'm giving some Cheetos to that I have in storage, and I know exactly where they are because they're very fragile. That's the theme of her house is Cheetos, and they'll fit in nicely because of the coloring. I've had them for 25-ish years, maybe more, and have never been able to display them properly. I think I had one out on the in back of me, where the guys are, all the Buddha guys, and two ladies, two guys. So, and I'm just gonna give her the whole box of them. I was lucky enough that I've been given Geos. We've been in places where it was like, they were unbelievable, but they were way cheaper then. Not cheap, but cheaper. So, that's about it. I did get an email that I'd like to address. It wasn't a nasty email or anything. It was just I just don't believe it. Over apparently the Great Pumpkin and patch gig. I will go over this briefly again. I was raised in England. I did not see a TV till I was 12-ish. And so I have no affinity to cartoons of any sort. They seem silly to me. Not to worry, my ex-husband took care of watching Roadrunner and all sorts of stuff with each child. It was hilarious because when they'd get to the rice cereal stage, he'd set them up in these little chairs and feed them and discuss, the wonders of the Roadrunner and other cartoons. I'd just get coffee and go back to bed because, I mean, they looked like they were having fun. And I read no comics. England's newspapers kind of resemble the Inquirer. What can I tell you? I read books, but not any comics. So I have no affinity to comics. And my granddaughter said that I am wrong, that there are two movies that they watched that I liked. One was Wall-E, and the other one was, not Rigatoni, Ratatouille, she said. And she remembers it because she was laughing at one point so hard she kicked me in the face because we were sitting on the couch. So, believe it or not, I was raised by a very conservative man who was a lifer in the Air Force. He was a very conservative Catholic man. And TV was just not appropriate. So we never had a TV. And when I moved in with my grandmother, she had like this huge color one. And I fell in love with Walt Disney. I would watch like Pollyanna and the movies like that. And I wanted to grow up to marry Walt Disney. So, believe it or not, it's up to you. It is the God gospel truth. I don't watch cartoons. And I've never read comics. Except for when my son was old enough to want comic books, I would read them to him. I read Superman and stuff like that. But I couldn't read them fast enough, so he learned how to read himself. I would help him. I can remember I'd put him up on the counter and we would, while I was cooking, he would start reading and